it's Sinclair Research here again in one of our sheds, our new sheds. Now a lot of people have said, especially youngsters, where on earth do you get all the wire from if you live in a backwoods like I do? Well, here's a few tips. Here, get some nice wire from the backs of televisions. It goes on the back of a tube. Very good wire, which we use. And there's the yoke, which unfortunately broke as we cut it off, but I wanted that hole to do one of those Kabanaski things. But main sort of wire for winding coils is you'll recognise this as the pump unit from a old refrigerator. So what we do is we cut the top off. Voila! There's the one I did earlier. And inside, oh, it's lovely, beautiful. We have this lovely gadget, the pump. It's a beautiful piece of engineering. It's just about the best you can get nowadays, I think. And there you are. Look at those coils. Now, inside, you get a lot of oil, which we've actually got a whole jar full here. Out of it's very light oil, and it's soluble with gases, so it comes in handy. Now what you do is, you take the insides of it out, and there you're left with this. I'll just put a light on, it's a bit dark in here. Oh yes, that's made a bit of difference. And as you see, it's all poked in at the side. Easy to get out, actually. You just get some tweezers, and where these little keepers are in, you pull them out like that. When you cut all these wires, all the way around carefully, now it takes some cutting, so you need something really sharp. And then, you just ease the wire out of each little slot. It will come out. It's not too difficult. It's long, laborious, but if you can't get any anywhere else, that's what we do. And it's good quality enamelled wire. Be careful not to scratch it as you take it out, otherwise it won't be insulated then, will it? But that's what we do anyway. Now, what you're left with is some nice, bits. You've got all these metal bits here, which can be used for all sorts of various things. It's amazing what we use them for. But you see these, you know the Nordin type transformers, and they say, oh, you've got to have all these plates. Well, I intend to just cut them off, cut it off there, cut it off, and use them as some of the plates in the transformers, which should work all right. It's a lot of work, like, but I mean, you can't get them, you see, can you? And of course, you get a nice little pump there. I don't know what we're going to use that for, but there you are. Got 2 or 3 of these. And that's where we get it from, because we live in Bridlington, which is a place in the backwoods. I've heard it's easier to get stuff in the middle of America, in the middle of nowhere, than it is to get it here, so I'll agree with that. Now what I was thinking of doing with this is, you'll love this one, take all this off, weld over the holes, put the top back on, cut a little hole in here, make it into a little burner for my workshop. And how I'd do that would be, I'd put some rocks in the bottom, and a bit of wood maybe, and get all this oil that we get from it, just drip it in, have it going out at the back here, put a little 2-inch hole for the pipe, and have it burning the oil up like that. Well, it's an idea anyway, but as you see, it's quite thick metal. It's good quality stuff, is that? It has to be, because it's under pressure, like, but there you are. And that's how we get some of it. So you youngsters, that's the way of getting it. Now, of course, safety first and all that crap trap. When you cut it off, let all the gas go out. You can recover the gas. If you can get one from a scrapyard that's been recovered, they recover the gas out of them. And just leave it a few days before you cut round with a saw. I'll show you what we do. Here's one I ruined earlier. There you are. I use one of them. That's all I use. But it's noisy, it's messy, but it's fun. and it works. As you see, I'll pan round it. We are rather full of weird and wonderful stuff in here at the moment. We've got all sorts of weird and wonderful things. This is something I picked up from a friend of ours. I haven't a clue what it is, I'll be quite honest. But it's got some interesting capacitors in and whatnot. And this is a thing, a generating system, pulse generating system. An old valve type oscillator. And there's an old Philips oscillator. And they do actually all work, and there's a little modern one that does the same as all of them. So that's it. We have various other things in here. I don't know if there's much interesting thing, but these are projects ongoing, believe it or not. Yeah, we have a blackboard for various things when we get going. We do all sorts in here. But we are interested in this Kapanaski device. Hence, we're gathering up the pieces. I'm going to wreck my microwave next and whip a few things out of that. And then we'll see what we can do with it. But it's very interesting, and it certainly puts some of our other projects on the back burner. But anyway, that's the sort of thing you get. And I don't know if we've got one that's more in vogue. Let's have a look. See what we've got here. Oh yes, here's the other part. Lovely little action is that, look at that. Engineering, hey? Lovely. And that's what's inside your refrigerator. Actually, it's over-engineered, isn't it? I mean, it's so well done, is that? To be quite honest, it's the only thing you can buy nowadays that says very well engineered. It's efficient. You can trust it. The only thing that goes wrong with them most is the bloody gas escapes. Can you imagine it? You've got all that lovely engineering, and you've got a crap system around it. But we're trying to think what to do with that. We haven't a clue. So that stays to one side. But that's how we get the wire out anyway. So I thought you youngsters would be interested in that. So bye-bye from now.